roll for story. Episode 1. Pacing. Pacing refers to the rate at which events flow in a film, novel, or other narrative piece. The pace can be slowed down or sped up. This affects the way the story is told. Here's a good way to understand pacing. Think of your story like pearls on a string. The pearls are the events in the story, and the string is the transition between events. A well-paced story will take its time with the pearls, adding detail and making them shiny, while skipping over the string, which is much less interesting to the audience. Getting the picture? Tabletop RPGs like Dungeons & Dragons use pacing much like films or books. The DM is responsible for controlling the pace by adding detailed description and interaction in some places, while skipping over the transitions. Let's join our friends at the D&D table to see how pacing can be used in tabletop RPGs.
Warm rays of sunlight greet you all as you exit Crackmouth Cave.
Flynn takes off his helmet and basks in the sun.
We made it, guys.
That would have been a lot easier if those owlbears hadn't shown up.
Yeah, how's your arm doing?
It's fine.
I walked to the edge of the cliff. It's not over, guys. We still have to make the journey back.
Through the forest of sudden decapitation?
Yep. And through the mountain pass where we met those cannibals.
I still have scars from the fields of stinging grass.
Yes, guys. The journey to Crackmouth Cave was long and toilsome, and thus the journey back will be equally long and toilsome. But, seeing as you've surmounted these obstacles once before, you know how to avoid dying. So I say that the journey back to town goes without a hitch.
All right. We really made it, guys.
Rewind. Gary used pacing by skipping over transitions to get to the next event. In this case, the next event was returning to the village. Since the players had already dealt with all the obstacles on the way to Crackmouth Cave, it would have been redundant to have them deal with the same obstacles on the way back. Let's bring it back to writing. By properly pacing your stories, you can keep your audiences engaged the whole way through. Studying this concept will help inform when to add detail to a scene and when to cut to the chase, perhaps literally in your tabletop games and your writing.